think I got it, Rich. Thank you, Varita. I think I figured it out. Hopefully, Andrew, what's going on? I think I figured it out, but I didn't. That was the camera. Yeah, that's Doobie Powell, and that's all right. Doobie Powell, keep him in prayer. Actually had a benefit concert in Connecticut, but yeah, great music. iTunes, check out Doobie Powell. So, what had happened was simply this. This beautiful woman behind me, her name is Dr. Virdra Jackson. You want to go to her YouTube and subscribe. It's Dr. Virdra Jackson. So she is a sister, friend, and client of mine, and we were having some issues with going to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. For my e-cameras that'll see this, if you don't notice, I went from cable to Fios. And here's what I think I just discovered, because by now, one of these would have dropped, or with Facebook and YouTube together, the YouTube would have just stopped. For some reason, I think, just a thought, just hang on with me. I think what had happened was with the VPN and Wi-Fi and Ethernet, I am hardwired, but you know how when you cut your Wi-Fi on the computer so you can airdrop and all of that stuff, and I'm trying to figure out, because I never blame Ecamm. I love Ken and Glenn, and I'm never going to say Ecamm is at fault. Even when you are, I'm not going to say Ecamm's at fault. I just refuse to blame Ecamm. I love Ecamm. But I think what had happened was when Speedify is doing its juggling and whatnot, if you turn Wi-Fi and Ethernet on, I think something's killing the stream, and it seems like YouTube and Facebook are not feeling one another. And I'm just surprised that the Ecamm community, nobody actually ran into that problem. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But if anybody else had that problem, let me know. And if you never ran across it and all of a sudden your YouTube keeps getting an error message. Now I screenshotted it so I can send it to Ken and Glenn. However, if you don't know who Ken and Glenn is, most Ecamm people know me, but if you don't know who Ken and Glenn are, they're twins, and they made Ecamm, and it's one of the best platform softwares out there, okay? But I think I got it, because by now this stream would have dropped. It actually would have dropped. So I'm going to have to try this again on Dr. Virdra Jackson's page, and let me see if I can get an angle on her. She is over. No, we put the camera on her. She's back there. Let me move out the way. You got to focus on that. That's her right there. So you can check her out. She does, when she goes live, she's saying something. Like she's talking about something. You getting good information. It's solid, informative. She's well-versed, studied the whole nine. Me, I'm just on here. I'm just chit-chatting and going and talking about tech and stuff like that. So, yeah. I'm actually going to try LinkedIn. We tried our LinkedIn today and it worked. Rob, see that? Rob, what's going on? I really thought that something was seriously wrong, and I don't think I have a problem anymore. So, to my folk that I met in the pandemic, Rob, love you, guy. Hope everything's good out there in California. To Andrew, I'm digging the headphones and all of that stuff. Like it. Love your profile. Yeah, Rob. So I said it, and I'm just going to jump back on and say it again. I was live. Well, I had Dr. Jackson live. I'm shouting her out because she's here. We just did her show, and I want to show y'all my lovely space. I'm gonna turn my little thing on over there. Rob, you're gonna like this, man. Check me out. I got my other setup here, and Edelkrone is killing it right now. You can control this from your daggone watch. No, seriously, I can control my Edelkrone thingamajig from the watch. So I'm gonna pair it up, right? And let me turn this guy on. Okay, yeah, that comes on. I'm over. I'm turning on the motor module to it, and then I'm just going to group connect. Y'all gonna like this, man. You ready for this? It's actually, watch this. Dude, are you kidding me? It's seriously from my watch. Shout out to Edelkrone. You thought I was doing sliders and stuff before. This is next level. All right. So I'm going to put it over here, right? Dude, it's when I say fire, it's fire. Where's my batteries at? Because I can turn the other camera on. Look, I'll show you. It's over here. Now, I'm not zoomed in, but that's it right there. And look, from the watch. You ready? Here we go. Look at this. See it moving? From the watch, bro. And check this out. See, Edelkrone need to show me some more love. Look at this guy. From the watch, we're moving that. So let me do a screen. I'm just going to do like, I'm going to drop. Let me see, which camera is that one right over there? I'm going to drop that on. Yeah, so see, Rob, you see I haven't been doing this in a while, right? Because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So the cameras, okay, there they go. I'm going to go to it, and it's this guy right. Okay, it's this guy right here. So I'm going to drop this on the screen. All right, let me pull this down. No, don't lock the overlay. Y'all know I'm bad. You already know. All you guys are pros. I'm not pros in here. So let me go to the, all right, I'll go wide, right? So you can see this wide. And I'll just want to shrink this just a little bit. I just locked the overlay like an idiot. Unlock. Okay, now, so you'll be able to see. So check this out. I'm going to, on my watch here, it's going to go to reconnect, and there's the slider. Oh, see that? So should I reverse? Okay, I'll reverse it, right? But look at that. That's from the watch. And so go back to the home, and I'm going to set one. Here we go. Set, go. Now that's the only thing with the watch. It's like, it's small. So when you go to set it, okay, there we go. So there's one. And then I'll set the other one. And then, so we got to move it. So now I'm going to move it. Let's move it to something like, okay. How about if I show you the table? I'll show you the table or something like that. All right, here we go. Over there, right? So let's do that. Home. Let's go to the pose. Okay. And then let's move it. Look, I can actually move this guy like this. So we're just going to move it over here. Get a view there. And maybe let's go over to the table. All right. No. How about this way? So there way you see the rest of the room over there, right? And I'll pull him up there. And let's get a pose there. So now I'm going to click 2 buttons. And she's going to do that movement just by herself. Look at that. That's crazy, ain't it? Richard, you know I love playing with these gadgets and stuff like that, right? And I'm still on YouTube, still on Facebook. Dr. Jackson is going to be so happy with this because it was really troubling us that we could not stay on YouTube and Facebook. So for anybody in the Ecamm community or something, where you're using Ecamm, or if you're using, I guess, Speedify, I think the conclusion of the matter is somehow, I don't know, but my Wi-Fi being on, it was knocking out double streaming. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's something with VPN or blah, 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 blah. I have no idea, but it was really just tearing me apart. So thank you all for watching. You know, this is what I used to do, just troubleshooting and stuff like that. So let me see. All right, let me see what you got. There's a video audio lag. Okay. Thank you. All right, you know what? I don't even have my headphones on. Let me check and see. Thanks, Rob. I'm trying to troubleshoot here. Jimmy. James, what's going on, man? I was over here going through it, bro. Let me check out what this lag is because I don't even know what I did with these audio settings. Nothing like that. Let's plug these headphones up over here and make sure that I'm trying to get it fixed. James, I see you on a double. Okay, you on Facebook and what's his name? So let me see where the lag is. All right. Mic check 1, 2. Let me just double check, see where my lag is going. I don't even know where the lag is at. Okay. Oh, thanks, Andrew. Hey, look, I was just like, oh, that's why you got to check with the whole audience, is look, I had bad internet one time. I was out of town and I was just like, I thought the internet was solid. And I was telling the people live, I said, yo, man, you know, your thing is all jacked up. And they were like, you sure? It was me. So, yeah. So look at this. This guy's still going. I'll put it on him. That's the movement right there. Check him out. I like it. And it's James, you're going to love this, man. Bro, from the watch, I'm able to sit there and move this thing around. So I'm going to plug the jib up later on. I got a session later on. I'm going to plug that jib up and have that move around the room. Ain't that dope? So look, I'm going to show you guys what I did to the room. I'll show you guys what I did to the room just for the heck of it. So James, check it out, bro. So let's double tap. Let's get to it. Come on, man. Okay. Now, so same setup as before. The desk console. Yeah, man. Edelchrome. How about the watch works literally better than the phone? That's absurd, ain't it? It's like the watch literally works better than the phone. So look at this. I'm moving it from the watch. I just take the watch, it connects, and we write on it. Okay. So I'll show you real quick. James, this is what I was sitting around trying to get done over here. Now, mind you, this camera right here, this is the A5100 with it's this lens on there. It's a Surrey lens. This one here is the 33. That's a 22. I love them. Like, and that's no filter. No filters on that. This one in front of me got the black mist on there, but this no filter. I love these. It was worth the investment, okay? It was totally worth the investment. I'm really thinking about putting it on the jib over there, but I need the jib to zoom, okay? But, so here's what I did different. I had to put my speakers up there for music and stuff. Same old ZV-E10 sitting in front of me, the Stream Deck and all here. And instead of, I have less room over top of my head there, so I just took the 2 screens instead of having 2 computers running NDI. I was just doing too much before. It was just a whole bunch of extra and excess. I'll just close this. It was just a whole bunch of excess stuff. So I said, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and put 2 screens right here. So I'm able now to use the other screen as teleprompters and stuff like that. I can put that on here interchangeably. And then of course, the what do you call those things? I do my teleprompting on the confidence monitor here. I had that on Dr. Jackson, but I'll do like the confidence monitor on here. There's a confidence monitor on this guy over here, right? So you can look into there, put words on the screen, whatever, so you can look right in the screen, or just use it as a confidence monitor for people at the table. So the live stream that I'm doing later on with the client, they'll be sitting back here at the table. And there is the regular old camera there for the table. This was hell putting together. All right, James, it was, this is what was consuming a lot of my time. And that's because getting the lights right over the table, because the look that I want to have for people at the table, the issue is if I turn off all these lights in the room, I'll just show you what happens. let's go to the trusty Amaran app. And that's going to allow me to control these lights. Now watch this here. I'm going to dead the lights in the room, right? And then I'm going to show you what happens here. So Alexa, turn off mason jar lights. Oh, she didn't listen to me. Alexa, turn off mason jar lights. Okay, so here's the dark space, right? And then when we do over the table, that's what's lit right there. I was trying to accomplish that. Now the issue with that is that when somebody sits on the side, you couldn't see their faces. And that was really a big problem, not good at all. That was really troubling me. So I had to try to figure out how to work that out. Now, I did this on another live. The noise that you hear is the microphones in the back. It's about to kill the noise because it has to catch up. If you look in this bottom right corner over here, that is this channel. It's this channel. Let's see if I can get it. It's this channel right here. So once the noise cancellation kicks in, it's going to take away the heater sound off of those mics on the table. Hear that? It's squashing it. I love it. I love it. See, the heater is running loud right now in this room, but these mics are pretty much silenced by the noise cancellation on the plugin. I'm feeling it. All right. So I love this table look, and I call this the what's going on, bro? I call this the interrogation room setup. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what's going on with this setup. It's an interrogation room setup. Hang on. Let's get this guy over to the table. Right. But notice how that corner is dark there. So what I had to do is I had to hang two connectors there, and what I actually do is I use the MT aperture lights, and I'll just put them there if I have people on those sides of the table, and to get light to them. So if I have 4 people at the table, I have a problem because the 2 lights that I have up top, the issue with it is, yeah, I'm dark right here. Let's go. All right, so the issue I have, looks like you got them Elgato Pro arms too. No. I didn't even see them, James. I didn't see those the Pro arms. I got to check them out. These are, so what I did was I took the extender off of the 2 outside mics, and I just left the one piece on the 2 outside mics, and I put the extender on the middle because you need a longer reach to it. So I think this works on this side of the table. I'll let you hear it. Hold on. Here. Mic check 1 2. Okay, I got these mics a little bit lower. Let me see if this one's loud. Testing 1 2. Yeah, I can turn these up just a smidget, or maybe it's the headphones. But see how you can't see the person over here, right? So, Fulgens, what's going on, man? So here I had that problem where you couldn't see. So I normally will just grab the 2 lights and just have them pop down here just to light the person at the side of the table over here. Now, mind you, none of the color lights or anything is on, but I really sat to dig into how I wanted to light the subjects. Now over here, different story, much simpler. You can see the person over here now. If I didn't hit the right buttons over here. The Stream Deck. So I have the Stream Deck to control the same movement over there, but I didn't bother with it yet. But it would, if I were to switch the cameras over here, I can switch them. I just don't have the right profile on this one right now. But what would happen is I only had these lit. Now, if I had the other lights, that's like this is just a 2x4. If I had a 4x4, I could actually angle it over here and get the people illuminated over here. The other thing is the way I hung them, I don't have them where I can tilt them and move them. And so mostly either I'm gonna have 2 people here at the table, or I'll have 4 people, and by which I'll just light the folks with these two right here. They're on a pipe, so this is pretty much 30. And this is a directional Ulanzi, little cheap thing for 19 bucks. You can just angle that light and highlight the person over here. So I actually, that's the work I was doing at this table. I got headphones over here, headphone outputs, so that when people come in with their headphones, the guys I got coming tonight, they actually bring their own in-ear monitors because they're professionals. And this mic, believe it or not, all four of these mics are going into the Rodecaster Pro, right? And what you see right here on this side of the screen to your left in that 3-4 channel is literally a submix stereo. And all four of these mics are, which I don't like to do in audio, but all four of these mics are just sub in the two. I don't have control over each one of these other than the Rodecaster, and I leave it flat to go into here. And then the processing channel over there, I have that matching the SM7Bs. These are all MV7s. So encouragement to anybody that's like, oh, I got the cheaper MV7. It doesn't freaking matter. Like it's not that deep, because most of the people I have sitting down at the table, they never sit up there and say, oh, that mic doesn't sound as good as that one. It's kind of like podcasting is just, can I hear what you're saying? Do I have enough highs and enough lows, and I'm good to go? It's not that deep. So David, what's going on? To everybody, I haven't seen y'all in a while. Tom, what's going on, man? Miss you, bro. You been bowling lately? I'm not bowling this season. Patrice, I see you over there. Oh, I forgot I was live on Facebook too. Jeez. I thought I was just talking to YouTube people. But that is the table set up here. Now, the lights are a little, I got them like up right now. But see that kind of shadow fall? I love it. That's the feel and the look I was trying to get. Okay? Now, let's get back over here. Now, the whole time this mic was open, I didn't close this mic over here. Some people are so like into their audio and sound to the point where they're like, oh, you got to get this right. Look, all these mics are wide open, except for that one over there. I'm gonna put some light back on, but that's what I wanted to show you. So there is the light at the table over there, and then when I put the light on for everything else in here, let's get it, and there we go. All right, so that's the room lit up. So you see, that's the highlight over there for the people at the table. And then hold on, Alexa, turn on mason jar lights. Okay, good. So I'll put those together. These are mason jars, and I got these lights off of, I got the hue lights off of Amazon, right? But the light fixture, it was, it's a guy on Amazon that makes these. It's like killer. So the light fixture is dope. Got some blue ones, got the gold ones over there. And I really just simplified the room. That's all. What else? I like the fact that now the two angles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this Stream Deck over here. Come on, Stream Deck, and let's go to Convo Live over at the table. So now I can go over the table and switch the cameras, and I'll show you what I do at night. So this guy right here, we have this so it can get the person at the table right there, catch two people from that angle, and then on this side we catch the guy over there, but I want them to miss me so I can do control over here. So check this out. And what we'll do is fire up the jib. Let's get a little. Ooh, she ready. Hang on. All right. Okay, so now you can see what the jib sees over there. There she is. See that? All right, if that gives you a little bit more perspective of what's going on in the room. All right, you feeling it? You feeling it, Tom? So we got the jib on over there so you can kind of see the room. Now I didn't put it on the control yet, but again, I can control that guy from the watch as well. Isn't that crazy? Shout out to Edelchrome for allowing us to move the, like, you got action over there. Look at it. I don't know why it does that. It changes, so I gotta shift the camera, whatever. I guess it's the long wire, but it got a little draggy. So Rob, if you said it did drag for a second because she warms up. I don't know, it's just weird. But let me see if I can go over to this table and try this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I wanted to hear what I was talking about. So over here, now I'm able to chill with everybody at the table, and we have this. I can look this way, you see your angle. Only problem is I'd have to bring the keyboard over to do all the controlling, but check this out here. So that is, the mic's in the way, sorry about that. But here's the desk. All right, so that's the desk there. I do have a zoom on this camera up here so it can, like, you know, pull in closer. There is a zoom on that one so you can get more of an in cleaner shot. I would like to drop that lens just a little bit, but it'll be in front of the screen. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So see where that camera is sitting at? That camera is sitting, I have to sit it there because if I pull it down too far, then I can't use that screen as a teleprompt. So back here, if you look at me, if I need to read something off the screen, I can look at the screen, but you can't see that my eyes are actually looking at the screen because I'm so far away. Some of the clients sit here and they use this as a teleprompt, and the teleprompt is pretty much like, you know, you can put all your stuff up there. Like today on the show, you know, we have blah, 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 and blah, yeah, yeah. And you have it all up there on that screen while I'm looking at what I'm looking at on the screen on the bottom, right, on my control screen. And then they can have words and stuff up top. Also, the words can go into the camera here. So I can be looking across here and there's words on the screen. They'd have to be bigger, but that's how we can do and talk to that. Now, over here, someone's sitting over there. You got the shot of them over there. The whole time, you don't see me in the shot at the desk. So I got my production stuff straight. How about that? But I really like this light fall here. It's just, I got to come up with one. I have the solution. It's just that I'm moving lights back and forth. But I kind of want, I'm a person that likes that that on off. So I don't know if it's anybody else like me. I like to hit one button or make one call to Siri or Alexa or something and have everything just come on. I don't like going across the room, turning on stuff, turning off stuff. You know, you want everything just boom, come on at the same time. Then when you're done, shut it down. Am I the only one that does that? Hopefully I'm not the only person that's like that, but I am one of those, like, everybody on, everybody off. I'm done. I'm going to bed. I don't want to have to reach up and cut this, reach over there and cut that, reach over there and cut that. It's like all my cameras come on at the same time, right? Is this still working? Okay, good. Oh, wait. I got something in the way. Sonia! Oh, see, I got to catch up with the comments. Sorry about that. But yeah, I don't like to move around and do all of that stuff. So I got a gift in this. I love it. I love doing stuff like this. Anybody you need your room set up, you might have to consult with me because I got a brain for it. I love it. And I don't want to show everything, but I tell you one thing, you don't see, I don't have a bunch of wires and stuff sitting around in the room. I don't play that, messing around with wires and all of that stuff. Not perfect. But I don't have time to be playing with all the wires and stuff in the room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the setup and try to grab this jib over here. Yes, let me see if I can get that on the screen. I got to get that. Sorry about this, y'all. I could get that thing off the screen. Maybe I'll just bring my keyboard over here. Let's see. Okay, you on. All right, you're on. You're on. And I need you on. I'm still here, y'all. So I'm going to bring my keyboard over here. All right. Let's get this. Now I can control some stuff. And how about if I move this off the screen? See, I'm testing this right here. See, so I'm gonna help somebody out. This is how you got to do it. You got to test stuff. So people in the eCam community remember this. This is the way we figured it out in the in COVID. We kind of just, you do it by testing. All right. I'm able to catch up now. So let me see comments. What we got? Okay, Tom, you said no bowling. I hear you. Andrew, all right. I see you still there. Sonia, so you said, hey, you. Okay, let's get Faith Stalking Season 2 popping. Yes. Well, look, your husband, he already knows what he's doing. So if Juan needs anything, you got brother code. I got you. Andrew, so absolutely. So you say you have your whole setup controlled by Alexa. Okay. And I give one command to turn on, one command to turn off. Exactly. Now, at my old setup, I had it like that for everything. I just got to reconfigure a couple of things, but I had to divide. So for me, because I do music, I had to divide so the speakers over there that you see, right? So I'll change the setup. The speakers on that side of the room, sometimes I come down here, I'm just doing Final Cut Pro and some music and stuff. And so all I need on is the speakers. And I used to have the one command, and what the one command did was cut all of the cameras on. So right now, if I tell homegirl, I'm saying homegirl meaning Alexa, right? Because if I say it, she starts trying to talk to you. But what I would do is if I had her on to cut everything on, she's cutting the cameras on, and I got 6 cameras just on, and I don't need them on. Or you have now what I did different though, Andrew, I don't have any of the Amaran lights on the Alexa system anymore, because controlling them, it's simple for me on the Stream Deck to just push a button or just open the app, and I do all the configurations in there, the different scene settings, and I hit a button. But yeah, I'm with you 100%. When I used to use the hue lights for all of the color and stuff, I'm with you 100%. Tell Alexa to turn them on, turn them off, you're done. I mean, cameras and all, but I have to separate the cameras from the speakers from the lights, because sometimes I come in here, I don't need the lights on, I don't need the cameras on, but I need the speakers on. And so, yeah, that's the only reason I separate it. But kudos there, bro. I feel you. This was really an impromptu live. Irvin Fryer, ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to celebrate one of the best wide receivers in football history. The one and only, my big brother, Dr. Irvin Fryer. And so I know he's happy the Eagles have won yet another Super Bowl. And my big brother played in the Super Bowl. All right, so let's not forget that. And as Doc Rock pointed out there, he caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl. So that counts for something. A lot of people don't get that in history. Spell, what's going on? Danielle, I miss you on Monday nights too. So one of my favorite people. Looking at all those bowlers, you get to see my buddy Danielle behind the counter. I hope you and the boys are doing good. And tell my brother Shane I said what's up. I still love Shane, even though everybody doesn't like him. I love him. So, yeah, go Birds. Irv, you gonna be out there tomorrow? Let's switch to that. I will be at the parade tomorrow. I'm taking Caleb down there. Oof, man. Philly, just act right. I think we're going to act right. Comments, switching gears here. I believe everybody's going to act like they got sense. We're going to be fine, and we're going to have a great celebration, right? let Keith Pelzer take this moment to say something. It's very interesting, and it's 14 people here. Y'all may stay or you may drop off, but I want to just when Irv, tell them. Somebody asked when you played in the Super Bowl. Drop it on. Come on, thing. I can't. Okay, trying to hit the button from way over here is kind of hard. I could have just used that. But Irv, let them know when you played in the Super Bowl. And what the Eagles though? He's a Dan Marino guy. But listen, sidebar. You know what's very interesting, and I don't mind saying this. I had to do a sermon on Sunday, right, last week, and I still am a preacher, right? I say that. And what happened was I had to do a sermon last week, and the church I was at, they were like, okay, everybody's wearing Eagles gear, and I'm like, cool. And so it was interesting as the service was going on. It's like, and I'm not turning this to a whole religious thing, but I'm trying to make a point here. So just flow with me, y'all. I'm sitting there, and when I came in the door, it's like, so the person I had to fill in for, he told me, he said, hey, the congregation is going to be in Eagles gear. So mind you, I didn't ask, like, maybe it might be some Dallas fans in the room, some Commanders fans, Patriots fans, something, is everybody in your church an Eagles fan? But nonetheless, I didn't want to be the guy in the room. I'm playing with this over here. I didn't want to be the guy in the room that was just that different. But I am an Eagles fan, so I put my Eagles jersey on, and then I switched to just the Eagles shirt and the jacket. But when I got up to speak, here's what hit me, and I want all of you who are looking at me right now to think about this. I had to say to everybody in the room, I said, it's interesting that as crazy as the world is right now, and I'm not getting political, but I'm trying to make a point. The challenge is everybody I had spoken to during the playoffs, through the season, and leading up to the Super Bowl, as long as they seen the green and the bird, right? The birds on you, you could look at somebody and just say, go birds. They smile, they give you the right on and the whole nine. But I had said to that congregation when I was standing there, I said, it's knowing who we are on the inside really matters, because depending on who your team is, right? If somebody else, regardless of their color, their background, their sexual preference, whatever they identify as, it doesn't matter. White, black, Chinese, Puerto Rican, whatever. You have on green, there's a go birds, there's a right on, there's a conversation. We got this. There's encouragement. And this is from people that none of us getting paid from it technically. Let that sink in. We not even getting paid from it, right? But we're all like, yeah, we're connected. And tomorrow we're going to be at a parade with a sea of green. When we won that daggone Super Bowl, we as fans of the birds are all out in the street together, right? Unified. But I say, here's the reality. This is what I said to that church. The reality of it is, once the Super Bowl celebration is over and we're not sporting our jerseys like we were in the season is over. Now comes back the lift of racism. Now comes back the lift of all of our phobias. Now comes the lift of classism. Now it's apparent again, well, you voted this and you voted that, and I don't like this person, I don't like that person, or we don't even hold the door for one another. I'm just keeping 100%, because if I'm cool with you because I got the same jersey on, or we're both celebrating a Super Bowl, but then after that, if you forgot you saw me at the parade or whatever, are you going to treat me different? So it causes you to think about this. What we all focus on and celebrate, and what we look up to, what we idolize, what we're fans of. And for the believers, We are followers of. I'm gonna just leave that right there. Whatever your faith is, you are technically in that system a follower of what you believe. And so the following, that we have with teams doesn't seem fickle, but it is. It's because once the game is over, I live in South Philly around all my white folk, or I live over here around all my black folk. But when you got green on, we kind of lose color for a minute, don't we? We kind of lose, I drive a Bentley and you drive a bucket. We kind of lose, I'm on Section 8 and then I live in a mansion. That kind of doesn't matter because we're high-fiving and celebrating and hugging and yes, and we're drinking a beer and doing all of that stuff. So I'm just one of those people that's a little different and challenging how we are in the moment. And it's not wrong with it because, like right now, we're all down because the freaking Sixers suck, right? So we console one another like, they ain't doing nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So where was I going with that? I don't know. Talk back to me if y'all feel where I was going with that. I mean, I'm just the weirdo in the room and I'm just being confident with me and I am going to address that stuff. Shout out to my girl Danielle. Y'all might have saw her in the comment section. And the one thing I want to say that she can relate to and understand, her name in the comment section is Danielle Spellman, right? And Danny is a beautiful young lady that is a mother of 3, I believe. Her husband's everybody picks with him, but Shane is my buddy, right? And at the bowling alley, what makes that place so dope is that it's just a group of men. They have women in the league now, but anybody's a bowler, you know what I'm talking about. Whether your team is Chiefs, Cowboys, or whatever, whether you voted for Barack Obama, Trump, Biden, whoever, whether you voted for Harris, whatever, in the bowling alley, we kind of put all of that aside, even knowing like you could have your button on or who you voted for, but because of the game itself, there's a equal, space and zone. And I'm not trying to argue this with nobody. I'm just, lifting what is it that causes you to put some of this stuff aside, right? What is it that helps you find this neutral place? So I just say that leading into watch how unified we are tomorrow, celebrating the Eagles' victory. But then let it sink in. We're celebrating with people that's getting paid money. We ain't getting paid. And you're always going to be a fan of the sport and it's growing. Shoot, I want the Eagles to go back and do it again and again and again. And I'm happy for all my players. But at the end of the day, once that's done and is over, what is the value of life and how our fandom is? Because our focus on the field, we got months before that starts back up. And what happens with the same people in that large sea of green tomorrow? Like the city should be able to see that even after the victory celebration. And it's not reality that it just happens like that, but you can be the difference. That's the difference. You can be the difference. So that was my little rant. What I was doing was practicing, right? I was just practicing. So shout out to everybody who was watching. I was seeing that if this could just keep going, but the whole point of this stream was to find out what the hell went wrong with YouTube and Facebook. So Irvin, I'm just going to warn you. I know you hardwired too. You probably haven't had this problem, but I was doing Ethernet and Wi-Fi. I had both of them on the computer, and it actually kept killing the YouTube, and I couldn't figure out why. So I turned off the Wi-Fi on the computer, and now it's streaming to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So I think I figured that out. Thank y'all for joining me and watching. Later on tonight, from out of here, not on my platforms, but it'll be on Facebook and YouTube. It's going to be Between Sundays. And the host of that show is Darian Brister and Jay Morris. And so that's for musicians, not just church musicians, but musicians and music industry stuff, talking sound tech, audio, all of that stuff. So check them out and join them. For all of my YouTube people over there, y'all do me a favor. Anybody that's in the comment section, you just go ahead and put your YouTube in there so that people can subscribe to your YouTube. The one thing I say about YouTube is it costs you nothing. If you're watching me on Facebook, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is The Convos, TheKonvos. The Convos. So just go over there and hit subscribe if you got a YouTube subscription or something like that. It costs you nothing. It's easy to do. So what are you going for, buddy? You all right?
No, I'm not going out.
Huh? Oh, this dude ordering food. We got food in the kitchen. They ordering food. Playing around over here. Y'all, you got to take that upstairs?
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to Caleb over there. In there. Yep. She says subscribe. Yes, subscribe. So how much how much we make or benefits we receive. I hear you, Mom Dale. Hey, Dr. Veer Jackson had a great guest on today. He was dropping some nuggets. So definitely, if you didn't see it, check it. No, Sonia, I'm going to mess with Caleb just because, Sonia, when you coming back up, you're going to like the space. So tell me how you like it. Right? Got a little bit more room in here. Check this out. Look, Juan's a gadget guy. He's going to love this. Listen, James Irvin, look at this, dude. Right here. See my Crocs? I got my Crocs on. I got my Crocs on, but this is the jib moving. Okay, let me move that over there. I don't know why this particular camera, I think it's something that I'm doing with the it keeps changing the setting when I unplug it and plug it back up. You like it, Mom? When you coming up, you got to come up. I think Virgil got you coming up soon. If not, you and Dad can just come on and show up. But yes, you gonna like it. It's a little bit more space. I'm posting a picture on Instagram, y'all. I think y'all gonna like it because I actually have my homie is actually holding. Let me see if I can get around to my homie. He is. Let me see if it's going to turn around. Okay, go back down. But yeah, that's the space over there. Look at it. Got so much more room. All right. That's the camera that was looking at me over here. So that's the camera that's popping that right there. See that? Boom, boom. Now, for anybody that uses hue lights, you see that? See that? That's a hue light right there. And notice how that light is giving you all of that drama. But over here, that's the switch up. So none of these lights over here are hue lights, so you don't see all that garbage. So same thing over here, Mom. The table set up over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to figure out why that guy drags. Okay. It's something with the frame rates is going on there. Maybe that's a bad cord, but it drags just a little bit. I guess when I move I got to check out what's going on with that. I'll figure that out. All right. So yeah, Mom. So Darian, I have him and Jay, got my camera cuts for them. And last but not least, there's setup. So you have been on live with Keith Pelzer, and I was just testing out stuff to make sure it works. All right. I'll be back on YouTube for helping to answer questions and stuff. And for my tech people, see that mic's hot over there. This mic is hot right here. It's not that hard. You can do it. Turn to your neighbor and say you can do it. I'm out of here, y'all.